Good Wednesday morning, everybody. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Central Florida. Starting day off at 63 degrees. It's going to be another beautiful day. Absolutely is going to be a beautiful day. No reason for it not to be, right? We have quite the agenda still this week, but we're plugging through it. Last night I was going to make a Japanese style, fried chicken, but the chicken had not thawed completely. So tonight it should be fully thawed. I'll marinate it, and tomorrow night I'll do that. But last night I made a very old onion ring recipe, but it's really good. I gotta tell you, I made a mess of them. When I say I made a mess of them, I made a lot of them, and there were no leftovers. So that says a lot in my household. Very, very simple old recipe. It's 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I used whole wheat. Uh, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. About a teaspoon and a half of um, Old Bay seasoning, and a little bit of salt and pepper to your liking. And then once that was all mixed up, the dry ingredients, I just added milk until it was the texture I was looking for. And the original recipe called for beer instead of milk. I didn't have any beer, so I used milk. But if you use beer, it's going to be a lighter, fluffier batter, but it's still going to be crispy when you're done. I used milk, which is fine. And I can't tell you how much because I just did it until the consistency looked right. You want to pick up um, your stirring utensil, and I used a whisk, and you want it to be able to make little lines in the top with the batter, and it'll sink in a couple seconds. Then in another container, I put some breadcrumbs. I just used Italian seasoning breadcrumbs. I didn't use anything fancy. So cut the onion rings. I like my onion rings about that thick, about that thick. So I cut the onions and separated them into rings. Dip them in the batter, roll them in the breadcrumbs, drop them in the grease, and then happy, happy. And the last little bit of batter I had, I just made uh, little batter dogs, I guess you call them. Kind of like a hush puppy, but without the onion, and a little bit crispier. And the child that doesn't like onions ate those. So, but it came out really good. It came out really good. I hadn't made that recipe in a very, very, very long time, and I like it. Tonight they have tutoring. Tomorrow during the day they have tutoring. My wife goes to take an exam for her new master's program, and then Friday, no school Friday. It's Good Friday, so no school, and we'll be finishing up an audit here. Saturday evening, um, we're going to a Passover Seder, and if you've never experienced one, you should at least go to one. Um, the group we're going to is a Messianic Jewish group, and they're meeting at Missionary Alliance Church in Auburndale. So it's a very interesting experience if you've never experienced it. It's everyone should go to at least one in their lifetime. And then it's interesting how Jewish Passover is, but then the Afikomen is representative of the Trinity. Anywho, then Sunday morning we have Easter service, doing Easter breakfast. I'm going to make the pancakes, and I hope I can keep them warm. I think I can. I think I've got a plan. I'm going to make a bunch of pancakes, and then other people are making sausage and eggs and stuff like that. So we'll, instead of the first Sunday fellowship lunch, we're going to do a breakfast and then have service, and that way everyone can be with their family Sunday afternoon for Resurrection Sunday, Easter Sunday. That's our plans. So I have to say, the eldest boy who came back from China, it's nice to have him back and to see how much he's grown. And I urge you to not judge somebody based on how you remember them 10, 20, 30 years ago, because they ought to have grown. And people change over time. Lots of times, I think, for the better, but every now and then you get some ones with a really flat learning curve, right? But he's done quite well, and it's been nice having somebody that can help with some projects I'm struggling with now. So maybe we'll get on the roof and finish that project. I still have to assemble the crane and mount that so that I can get stuff on the roof. And then the last couple rainstorms, no water came into the house, so that's good. But I still want to put another coat of sealant on all the seams. But we're going to have to do some pressure washing and cleaning before that can happen, right? But anywho, hey, it's hump day, y'all. We made it halfway there. We made it. And you can make it too. You know, spoke with someone I haven't spoke with in probably 25, 30 years. And they're going to be coming back to Florida in July to visit family and friends. And I can't wait to see them. It's been such a long time. It feels like it's been a lifetime. So, but his dad was one of my mentors, and I miss him a lot. And but it'd be good to get back together and catch up on old times. Some of the people, we both lost contact with some people that were in our circle at the time, and you know, life happens. So it'll be good to get back together. And hey, you know what? No matter what happens, we're going to fail. We're going to have issues, and we need to work through them. We should learn from that failure, then it's a lesson versus a failure, and pick ourselves up appropriately and move on. And if you see someone that's down, don't judge them, support them. You know, there's an acquaintance of mine that she's been sober for 3 years. Yesterday was her 3-year mark, and she messaged a group of us and said, I've made it 3 years. Can you believe it? And that is a tremendous, tremendous thing to celebrate and support her on it. And she's been working this new job for a year now, which is the longest she's held down a job in the last 20 years because of her drinking. So kudos to that. And if somebody in that situation, you support them, give them all the support you can get. Don't judge them on the past. To get that monkey off your back, that's an incredible, incredible feat, and you have to have a good support group to do it. So, you got a lot of friends that served in the military and emergency services that they're still trying to whoop that thing. It's not an easy road to go down. I've whooped it myself, but sometimes filling that gap ain't worth it. You think about that, would you? Y'all have a great day. Be positive. Always strive to do the right thing no matter what happens. Don't let the crazies make you crazy.